be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down. Let me down.
Hey guys, what's up? Fortunately, today's video is not going to be a lighthearted one, guys, and it's not going to be this one's going to have a much darker topic here regarding what happened between my family and myself today. It's just like I said, guys, this video is going to take a much darker topic today. But simply, it started out when my stepmom decided to kind of get all bent out of shape over something as stupid as a hairbrush. I kept it calm as long as I could, which, by the way, guys, was longer than I have been able to with her. But I still did not have enough patience to deal with it, which I tried telling my dad that when he tried to get me to be patient with her. And I'm sorry, guys, but I am sweating like a pig here. It's hot. It is still hot out here, and it's still humid. But back to the topic at hand. It drove it to the point where I ended up getting a little dangerous. It ended up getting to a point where I started snapping at her. Then my idiot half-brother got involved, and the first thing with him, aggression, and that is an aggressive attitude as he talked to me. I told him to shut up and stay out of it because of that. But instead he chose to push it further, which is another problem with him. He does not ever want to stay out of anything. He just has to get involved in everything in his mind, which is also a source of all the problems with this family right now, and why we have so much trouble getting along with each other. When I came back after taking a long walk from it, I hear her trying to put the blame on me, claiming I had the attitude the whole time, when I didn't. I tried not to, and I was able to hold it off for at least half a minute. I could not hold it off any longer than maybe 45 seconds though, because I was pissed. I was extremely pissed that she decided to do that shit. And excuse my language, guys. This is how I am when I'm angry. I still am angry. But now she's gone to the psych ward after that because she pissed me off again, and I ended up losing it to some extent. Not as much as I have in the past. I just raised my voice, jumped on my dad for the fact that he was letting her throw blame around. And then I find out when I come back after a really long walk that she's now being taken to the psych ward because she almost ran into traffic. This psych ward is something she needed a long time. The meds only kept her from doing that. It did not stop her from her psycho behaviors, from her other psycho behaviors. She still snapped and went off on everyone. And yet I'm supposed to indulge in her going nuts like that, and her going nuts and aggressive. No. All those pills did was stop her from going to the point where she went to the crazy side and tried running into traffic. Believe it or not, I had suicidal thoughts too. because how far they pushed it. The exact words that ran through my head is, I am better off staying away from that family or putting a gun to my own head. Those are the exact thoughts that ran through my head. At this point, it's gone. I'm not really on that suicidal side right now, but once I can tell you this now, guys. Someone gives you an attitude and they seem to have a bit of a psychotic issue. If they seem to have an issue where they need to be in the psych ward, make sure you get them there. Don't just let them sit out and treat and snap on everybody and then just start going nuts and require meds just to keep from committing suicide. Do not let that kind of crap run your household. You take charge. If the person seems psychotic to you without that though, if the person proves to be psychotic even on the meds, just know this, they're not going to do the suicide thing, but they are still going to drive you nuts. Do not let them stay in your house until they learn to behave the right way. And if you're an adult stuck living with your father, don't let him behave the way mine is. Don't let him just indulge in that crap. You need to get him to stop and think about the way that the family's being treated. And whether or not it's worth that. And get him to reflect on whether or not it's worth that treatment just to have a lady in your life. Because even I can tell you, it's not. I don't need to reflect on it. It is not worth poor treatment. It is not worth getting pushed to the brink of suicide just to have a lady in your life. It's not. So, again, you either don't let this person stay in your life, or you get them psychiatric help and let things go from there. Just don't let it run your life like my dad has. I've been fighting it, and so what I'm going to be doing, guys, and also, guys, to give you an update about the whole job thing, 7-Eleven just told me a bunch of bull crap and told me they're not hiring. When it was one of them that came and told me that they are hiring. Because they're firing one guy due to a bad attitude. And guys, I'm not really gonna ask you to even like this video. This video took on a pretty dark topic. If you see someone who needs psychiatric help, make sure they get it. My stepmom needed it especially, and my dad just refused. My dad just didn't seem to see it. I didn't see it until more recent, I didn't see that until yesterday. When he armed me with this information. But the funny thing is, guys, with the charges I'm on under her, the assault and battery charges, the assault charges here, thing is, once the court hears about this particular bit of information, and knowing that she's just as aggressive on her meds as she is off, and that the fact that she's needed the psychiatric help her whole life, this might actually wake the courts up to her issues. This might actually wake them up to my family's problems. might actually get them to jump on my dad for letting things stew like this. Anyways, guys, I hope you're having a better day than I've been having. I hope you've had a better week than I've had. I'll see you at some other point. I don't know when, because I still am stuck with my dad's computer.